Oh, this for my fans. All right, YouTube world. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you want to see or read the article about Margarito, I don't feel I lost the Kodo. I will put that in the link, down there so you can read it if you want to. But this ain't what this is about. Y'all been real nice and supporting everything and coming over to Boxing Socialist, and I appreciate all you guys. I hope you guys like the website. There's more things you want to add it on there. You most likely can go over and do it your goddamn self. I ain't got to do all that. Everything got there for you. You can upload your videos on there and write your own articles. Don't tell me about nothing. I'm just messing with you. But I'm finna give y'all behind the scenes information. Okay? Behind the scenes information. Because y'all been so supportive. I'm not gonna make you go to the website to get it. I'm gonna give it to you right here. Now, Margarito need to shut up. He should be lucky he's even allowed to fight. Talking about he lost, I don't feel he beat me. Well, guess what? He beat you. Because you know why? You can't box. And he outboxed you for 12 rounds and swelled up your face. You did nothing about it. There's nothing cool about taking punches and saying, I'm tough. You knocked me out. I'm still here. You hit like a baby. But why don't you hit him back? I mean, do something. So you don't impress me with all that tough guy machismo. That stuff that's played out. You going out like Mayorga. And speaking of Ricardo Mayorga, this Ricky Abreu, the guy that's fighting Brandon Rios, look like his son. How should I say this? That little scuffle they had, the whole thing with Brandon going off on him. Brandon, my boy. B, you my boy, but I just got word that was staged. Staged. And when I mean staged, I mean like a stagecoach. Like they had that because they knew that they were never going to get the fight with Gamboa. That was done after that. So they staged this little thing so people could get familiar. Be like, who is this Ricky Abreu? Because they know through the internet is the only way they're going to sell this guy. So they have him get into a confrontation with Brandon, and the rest is history. And now he's fighting Ricky Abreu, which wasn't a big surprise to me when they were trying to find a surprise opponent for Brandon, and hopefully HBO would take it. Now, moving right along with that, Kirkland, Molina. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I just talked to some of the people that work with Kirkland, and they don't want that rematch. James Kirkland might want the rematch, and Wolf might want the rematch, but there's certain people who can't be named that don't want that rematch. So they're going to say James Kirkland injured his shoulder from all the holding. Now he's going to have to go through corrective surgery. Then maybe, let me tell you something about that too behind the scenes. Remember there's a lot of reports about people got to go in for corrective surgery. You got to get this and that. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people don't even get the surgery. Nope. And it just never comes up again. Never mentioned. But boxing secret. Boxing secret to get you out of fights. Get you out of mandatory rematches. Take a surgery. Remember Oscar De La Hoya versus Roman Karmazin. Roman Maidenhair Karmazin. Look that up. Now, here's another thing that's been going around. People was beating me in the head about Carcino, how you get all those interviews? And man, that's what I do. You think I'm just a guy that's sitting in this chair and just at home just making videos for my own personal entertainment? I do this to educate y'all for free. You should be thanking me. I'm doing these interviews for y'all. They don't really pay me for this. We got Boxing Social, but before that, I was doing this for 3 years for free on YouTube. Make sure y'all get y'all's. You know what I'm saying? So you just listen to my videos, you're going to be educated. Trust me, boxers and managers and promoters will not talk to you if you don't know the sport. If you're just some fan guy there, just be like, okay, dismiss you. Promoters, managers call me. I don't mean to be bragging, but they call me. Just We shoot this shit because I know what they talking about. And moving right along to the next question I got. Casino, man, why you ain't going in on Manny Pacquiao, man? I thought you was gonna make a video. You should have made a video about Pacquiao taxes. They did it on Mayweather. First of all, Pacquiao never made a video about Mayweather taxes. It's all those pack tarts. Talk about throwing in jail, the tax this, tax that. But you see, this is why now the shoe's on the other foot. I don't want to be just like them. I'm doing what they should have did because it's BS anyway. It's a politician move. The reason why they're doing this is because, you know, people in power see that Manny Pacquiao's gaining too much power that might knock them off their seats, and they're turning the government on him. The same people that used to love him think he's getting a little too big for his britches, so they got to put him in his place and say, hey, this is our playground. Don't come in our playground and try to tell us what to do. That's what this is really about. But since you asked, I got to go all the way in because I did address this 2 years ago when it was first going down. But since y'all need a reminder, I'm going to dig deeper and take you even deeper in the rabbit hole. Here's the deal. Manny Pacquiao owes $162,000. No, he don't owe that. That's what he paid in 2010. It was $162,000, if not less. In 2008, he paid over $100 million in the Philippine money. What happened? In 2008, that you were paying that much money to now you're not paying anything. You have endorsement TV deals. He has property. He's got a water company and stuff under his name. All of these different things. You spent $7 million on that election plus in 2010. Then you claim you made $35 million for Joshua Kalani and Miguel Cotto. They need the paperwork. So what Manny Pacquiao said, because he didn't submit any of the paperwork for the TV endorsement deals, Joshua Kalani fights, none of that. Pacquiao feel because of his power of who he is, he thought the BIR is harassing him. And don't this sound familiar? Wants to sue for damages because he's lost endorsement deals because of this tax accusation. All this news. And he urged the BIR to fire Rosel Lazares, who is the Revenue Regional Director. Okay, his job is to get these paperwork together, and he's the one filing the case against Pacquiao. Pacquiao wants him fired. So the chief, however, comes forward and tells him, look, dude, we can't fire this guy because he's followed correct procedure in asking for proper documents. You have not submitted the documents that they need to do the investigation. That's why you're being sued, dummy. And your lawyer, Abraham Esposito, or whatever his name is, he needs to know that. Turn over the paperwork. Don't go, it's clogged up in the pipelines. And once we unclog the pipeline, then it's going to get unclogged and we can get it. You've already been submitted your paperwork. It's been 2 years. You got to show the receipts. Okay? You have a book of accounts. Okay? You got endorsement deals. You have a TV shows. But you have to submit the contract for that. You know, you said you paid the IRS. Then show us the receipts. That's all people are asking for is the receipts. So you bringing the heat up on yourself. There's no mercy for you if you ain't doing what you supposed to do on your end. You know, I don't wish no bad on anybody for taxes. I went through a tax situation too. You know, so I don't wish no bad on Manny Pacquiao from it, but this is why you don't throw rocks at the glass house. So all you Filipino, Pinoy, well, I don't even want to say Pinoy, pack-tards. How that shoe taste? How them toes taste?